In this video, I'm going to give you a stupidly easy order block strategy that you can use on any market. There's no daily bias, there's no complicated indicators. All you need are order blocks. I've made this strategy as simple as humanly possible, but let's not waste any more time. Let me show you what the strategy is step by step. Okay, so for this strategy, all we're going to use is the 4-hour chart and the 15-minute chart. Now, the reason we're going to use these two time frames is because they're easy and they work. So what we're going to do is we're going to get onto the 4-hour chart first, because we always use the 4-hour chart first because we need to use a higher time frame in our analysis, right? And you're going to look for an order block in price action. Now, if you don't know what an order block is, go look at this nice picture on screen now. All it really is can you see this candle here, this candlestick right here, the last down close candle before the up move? This right here is your order block, right? Now, there's no magic behind, just spotting an order block in price action. The real magic is in the analysis that I'm about to tell you right here. So this is your order block, the last down close candle before the up move. So what you're going to do, right, and this works on any market that you use. So I'm just showing you it on the DAX just to prove that it works on any market. But you're going to come here, you're going to mark out the most recent order block in price action on the 4-hour chart, right? And then what we're going to do next, just might make this a bit more clearer, what we're going to do next is, can you see how price shoots off aggressively? It leaves this order block here, and then it taps this order block on the 4-hour chart and then shoots off. Now, I know it's a bit messy here. However, that's why we get onto lower time frames and look for our entry. But can you just see this here just by looking at it? Can you see this wick? See this wick right here? Can you see how this wick literally instantly taps the order block and then quickly shoots off in the opposite direction? That is what we absolutely love in price action. That is what we call respect of an order block or respect of a PD array. But we'll talk a lot more about that on the lower time frames. Well, we won't talk about that. Actually, we're going to talk about entries, because this is a no BS, really easy and stupidly easy strategy that anyone can use, right? Of course, not guaranteed to make money, but of course, anyone can use. But this is what we use, right? This is what we use. We mark out the 4-hour order block. We wait for price to hit it. And the moment price hits this order block, so you're not going to wait, right? You're not going to wait on the 4-hour chart for price to hit it and then come all the way up and then close and then look for your entries. As soon as price hits this order block on the 4-hour chart, you're going to get down onto the 15-minute chart. So you can see how we use the 4-hour and 15-minute chart together. So what we're going to do is we've done the 4-hour chart, right? All we need on the 4-hour chart is the order block, right? We've marked it out, price hits it, then you go down onto the 15-minute chart. And then what we want to see is we want to see confirmation. And you'll notice this is very similar to the fair value gap strategy that I teach. And if you know what it is, great. If not, absolutely fine. Very, very similar, because you can literally swap the two around, right? The key thing is 4-hour respect of a order block or fair value gap, 15-minute confirmation, entry, right? That's the key thing right there. So here we are in price action. And this right here, can I zoom out? This is the big 4-hour order block that we just talked about. Remember when we marked it out, the last down close candle on the 4-hour chart for the huge up move is this big order block here. Now, this is the wick. Do you know how I said price wicks it and then instantly shoots off, or all the way over here? Retracement, ride price off. Now, we need to see confirmation that we're on the right side of the market, right? Now, when you're using order blocks, the easiest way to wait for confirmation is to wait for a new order block to form on the 15-minute chart. So remember, this is the big 4-hour order block. What we want to see now is we want to see a new, fresh order block to form, a nice order block that we can enter on. So can you see this down close candle here? This right here is your new order block. So what you're going to do is mark out this order block right here. Now, some people might be asking, oh, Atif, is this an order block? Because technically it does touch it. Listen, when you've got a massive wick like this, just ignore the wick, right? Like this is the real order block, because let me just show you a bit more about order blocks. So here's the order block, last down close candle before price aggressively moves off. I know we get a bit of a retracement, but this is because it's Asia. Price shoots off, retracement, right price off, right? So what does this really look like? So just to summarize, this is the 4-hour order block. Price taps it with the wick. It starts to shoot off. It leaves a new order block that we can enter on. You can enter here, or to be honest, what I always like to do is you can just enter on the second retracement during London. Now, of course, this is a German, what do you call it? A European stock market. So you probably want to enter during the London session. Makes sense, right? Obviously, if you're trading, I don't know, USD, JPY, you probably want to enter during Asia or New York. Probably want to avoid London, but you can obviously trade it during London. But you can have your entry here, or very similar, have it here. Stop always at the order block low, right? We're not looking at liquidity sweeps. If you know what liquidity is, it will add to the win rate, but you don't need it, right? Not for this strategy. This is a stupidly easy order block strategy, like I said, right? So this is your order block. Stop at the low here, and if your take profit, all you're going to do is you're going to target your 3-to-1 on the 15-minute chart. Now, this is a day trading strategy, right? Because we're using the 15-minute chart. Number one, it's high probability, right? Now, of course, you're not going to win every trade. You will lose some trades, but it's high probability. And number two is this isn't like a quick, like you're holding the trade for a few minutes. You're holding on for quite a while, so you can get the real move in price action. So it's up to you. For me, I always target 3-to-1 and get out. Or if you really want to and you're adventurous, easy liquidity that you can target all the way up here. However, just bear in mind this is Thursday's price action. So price hits the 4-hour order block, shoots off, new order block that we enter on, gives you easy 3-to-1. There is liquidity here. However, this is Friday. I would never hold on over the weekend as a day trader or even as a swing trader. If you're a swing trader trading the 4-hour, absolutely, but not on the 15-minute chart. And you can see price literally, as I'm recording this, gaps up, basically hits take profit, but a little bit of a retracement, right? Is what it is. But for me, always, still after 5 years, target 3-to-1, get your money and get out the markets. Now, if you want to add to the win rate, you need to be using liquidity because liquidity will just skyrocket your win rate. So make sure you check out this video on screen now.